I'm gonna turn this just a little.
Oh, Brian's not used to the light. First off, welcome to Warren First 931. I'm your host of the show, Kelly Walker Slaughter, back in the saddle with my neighbor.
Your neighbor from up the road.
Yeah.
I'm back.
Brian Carr is back and in action. We have a jam-packed show today. I have lost my voice a little bit, but thank you to Our Coffee for being open this morning and making I gave them a recipe.
Oh.
And I said, can you make it? She's like, I'll make it even better. So thank you to Miss Tina and them for, it's delicious, by the way. It's exactly how I wanted it. But we're also going to have some special guests today popping in on the podcast all the way from Willow Branch Rehab Facility. Is going to be Aisha, and I don't know who else she's bringing, but they're going to talk about all things Willow Branch, as well as talk about the back to school bash that's coming up this Friday at 4:00. So again, and so much to do. Yesterday, I just want everybody to know I had a nice, semi-relaxing afternoon. I did do an impromptu birthday celebration for one of my friends. Happy birthday to Jackie Powers this morning. Right. Her birthday was yesterday. And so with her husband being in and out of the hospital, I said, I kind of did a surprise impromptu grill and chill.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, it was really nice. And but our thoughts and prayers are still with Red Powers this morning. His goal is to come home, and he will come home.
All right.
That's his goal.
Well, speaking of coming home,
yes,
welcome home to our good friend Barry Dishman.
Oh my gosh! Yay!
He was able to come home yesterday. It looks like, and so Barry, we love you. We're going to continue praying for you. But hey, welcome back.
Welcome back, and continuing on transitioning. Welcome back, Brian Carr.
Hey, listen, I didn't get arrested in Boston or Canada or Florida or any of these places. I was very proud of myself. I tried to represent Warren County very well and learned a lot about different aspects of history. Mm-hmm. Got to be with my children, got to see my Canadian family, and it was really, really pleasant. I missed here, and I know that there's Kelly, what did I miss?
You missed a whole lot where I cannot.
What's crazy is that this little town just keeps on going. Yep. There's always something going on here. So it's good to be back. And I tell you, I'm really excited about praying for the people of Warren County. And speaking of prayer, we've got the weekly, or it's actually nightly assembly that's going down right in front of Big Lots. Freedom Life Church is hosting. And last night, Mr. Anthony Campbell got to speak. And then our folks down the road here at the Lisa, I'm so sorry. I keep. I'm it's not Freedom Life, but it's Fellowship.
Fellowship Church.
Yeah,
I think it's just Fellowship.
But thank you, Mr. Michael Harris, for posting that on Facebook. I really wanted, and if anybody's out there filming, I think we're going to repost some of this stuff on the Warren First page to let people see what's going on. But the worship music was incredible last night.
Lanisa, I didn't know if she could sing.
Oh, man, that girl can sing.
She's phenomenal.
Well, let me tell you about her.
And Dana.
They're wonderful. Now, but Lanisa's dad, I got to give him some love, Mr. Ken, because he is an incredible music engineer. Yeah. And so Joe Harvey has told me, this is the guy who knows
of
everything. So, and he was running the sound last night. So, really good event. So if you get the chance, I think 7:00 is when they begin tonight. So, a lot of things happening. McMinnville's just never stops. And then we've got big guests for today. We've got the back to school right around the corner.
Yeah, we got a back to school bash interview today, followed by Thursday. We are going to talk to Neil Cox about the river cleanup. And then on Friday, we're going to have, I don't want to mess up her name, Hadesha, I think's how you say it, a junior at the Warren County High School that is starting her entrepreneur job, an entrepreneur thing, making bread and just showing God's kindness and love, because she's been watching the show.
Awesome.
And she goes, I want to get on your show because what you preach and teach is what I do. And I want people to know about my online bread baking. And I was like, yes. And she does sell the bread at the farmer's market, but she also is hopefully going to be getting featured soon in a lot of the local stores here in town.
And speaking of featured, we had one of our very own photographers here,
Shelby Durham.
Man,
I already know what you're talking about.
Way to go, Shelby! But way to go, Warren County, because this is a win for everybody. But I mean, she's
Southern Living. She was featured not once now, but twice. This is her second photo featured in there.
I wonder if I can get some photos with her here pretty soon.
She would do it.
Oh my goodness,
she does phenomenal.
She is awesome, and I can't wait to work with her with my other job, my job at the North Pole. So guys,
making kids' wishes come true.
Well, Kelly, it's so good to be back. We got so much to dive into.
We do, and speaking of praises, before I forget to mention, Paul Caldwell. Thanks, buddy, for watching the show. He is an avid listener. He goes, hello, peeps. Getting better each day, followed by he goes to the doctor's appointment today. So we will be praying that Paul gets great news.
Amen.
Yes. But we're going to take a quick break from our word from our sponsors. And when we get back, we're going to dive into our community weather from Reddick Brown Fort. And we'll go into what's going on for the rest of the week.
I'm getting it ready, Kelly.
Get it ready. Yeah. And remember, Warren County,
keep it first.
Citizens Tri-County Bank has been serving the people of this region for 53 years, and we are fully committed to the people and the communities that place their trust in us. McMinnville in Warren County is just one of the 9 counties that we serve. With 4 convenient branch locations, along with 7 ATM and ITM locations, you can be assured that Citizens Tri-County Bank is close by. Committed to you and committed to the communities we serve. It truly is what makes Citizens Tri-County Bank the only community bank you will ever need. Equal housing lender, member FDIC.
This is David Moore with Supreme Building Products. We've been your one-stop shopping center for lumber and building supplies since 1963. We're a family-owned business and operated and proudly served Warren County for over 50 years. At Supreme, it's not just about great prices, but it's about exceptional service. Our customers are what's always supreme. From lumber to roofing to plumbing and paint, we have everything you need to build your dream home from the ground up. Whether you're a contractor, a homeowner, or a weekend warrior, our knowledgeable staff is ready to assist you at our state-of-the-art drive-through lumberyard. Visit us, please, at the corner of Highway 70 and North Spring Street. There's something for everyone at Supreme Building Products, where quality and customers come first, and the coffee's always free. And always be sure to shop local. Call us, please, at 473-9564.
Where we say the customer's always supreme. Supreme Building Products. Your one-stop shop for all your building needs. From the showroom to the lumberyard, a builder's dream. Professional sales and a great location with your guaranteed satisfaction. Where we say the customer's always supreme. Supreme Building Products. Supreme Building Products.
Rise and shine, McMinnville. Treat yourself to delicious frozen and soft drinks at Sonic, perfect for those hot summer days. Whether it's lunch or dinner, let Sonic be your go-to stop to cool off and refuel during the summer rush. And don't miss our special drink offer available until 10 a.m. Start your day the right way. With so many flavors to choose from and the best sun drop in town, why go anywhere else? Drive into summer with Sonic in McMinnville.
Spring is here, and so are your yard care needs. Visit McMinnville Lawn and Garden at 129 Keel Drive. where we've been serving our community since 1995. With a rock-solid reputation for excellent service, our dedicated team is here to help you find the best lawnmowers, leaf blowers, chainsaws, weed eaters, and more. We proudly carry top brands like Echo, Stihl, Shindala, Gravely, Cub Cadet, and Skag. Take advantage of our early spring service, free pickup, and a discount on service. Plus, from chainsaws to gardening tools, we've got you covered for storm season. Trust the experts at McMinnville Lawn and Garden, where quality and customer satisfaction come first. Call us today at 815-5296.
This summer, give your ride the shine it deserves with 5150 Mobile Detail LLC. From cars and trucks to SUVs, RVs, and even semis, we bring our top-notch detailing and pressure washing services right to your home or business for your convenience. Want to learn more? Scan the QR code today, and don't forget to follow us on Facebook and Instagram for awesome updates and specials. Ready to get started? Give us a call at 743-1130 for a quote. 5150 Mobile Detail, where your vehicle shines and convenience is key.
Hey, this is Kevel at the Cafe at Tree City, and I'm happy to say that you can now order all of your favorite espresso drinks online for pickup or curbside delivery. And you can do that by getting on Google, searching the Cafe at Tree City and just clicking online order, or follow our social channels and click on the link in our profile. Come enjoy a drink with us inside for pickup or to go. Hope to see you all soon. Thanks.
Welcome back, guys, to Warren First 931. I'm your host of the show, Kelly Walker Slaughter. Currently in downtown McMinnville, it is 80 degrees. Sunny conditions will continue all day to the highest feels of 94. It's going to be one of the hottest days. That's what happens when Randy England comes in. But it's saying, let me explain this. Again, it's saying there is no chance of rain today. But I'm not saying that. Because every time this week and last week we said it, what has happened? Rain has come. But with that said, I am going to rest my voice and I'm going to let Randy talk about the exciting news of what happened over the weekend, wasn't it? Go ahead, man.
All right. Well, thank you, Kelly, for having me here this morning. And thank you, Brian. As you guys know, that I'm part of the Exchange Club here in McMinnville, Tennessee. We have about, I think there's about 25 or maybe close to 30 of us that are members here in McMinnville. And we meet at the Robot Center, Motlow Robot Center, twice a month. And we encourage people to join our club. You know, it's a good. The National Exchange Club is about Americanism. It's about the prevention of child abuse. And every year they have an annual convention somewhere across the United States. About 25 years ago, I was asked to come and speak, or asked to come and do an auction, a live auction, to raise money for the National Exchange Club's foundation fund, which all the fund money goes to the prevention of child abuse. And I could go into details what that's for, from anything from scholarships to whatever down the line. Well, I've been going every year wherever the convention is. Me and my wife has, whether it's been, it's been all across the United States. Next year it's going to be in Omaha. Yeah, I've never been out there, and it's been as far away as Oregon. So I did get to go to McMinnville, Oregon while I was out there. Yeah, so that kind of thing. Well, this year was special, and I was telling Kelly about it. We didn't know it was going to be as special as it was, but Saturday morning when I got ready to do the auction, I looked across the crowd and I felt like that I know the people that spends a lot of money, and they weren't there. And then I seen the people that I seen our crowd was down. I felt like our crowd was down. And I thought, this is going to be a hard day to raise money. Well, I was wrong. When I got up there to sell some items, I sold like some people that owns condos, they donated them to sell. One lady made an American flag quilt that was about the size of a king size bed. And I sold it for, I think, $1,000.
Wow.
A lady from Nashville that's in the Exchange Club there, she is a part of our Tennessee District Exchange Club. She put a wreath together and put gift cards. She called all the Exchange Clubs around Tennessee, and they put like gift cards on it, Home Depot, Outback, different things of that nature.
McDonald's, whatever. Yeah.
It was $1,475 for a gift card, and it brought $3,000.
Oh, wow.
And so people were giving very, very good. Last week at school, I told my students about the Exchange Club and about how that we promoted the prevention of child abuse. And I asked them if they would take a blank license plate and look it up online, look up about Louisville and design something.
Yeah.
So 2 of my students took it upon them, and they designed a license plate, and they put the ball bats are made up there.
Yeah.
So they put the Louisville Sluggers on there. They put the Exchange Club emblem, and they wrote on there 107th 2025 National Exchange Club Convention. And, we've got about $4 a piece in them plates probably. And I took them up there and I sold them at auction, and I actually got a little video, and it brought $250 for
Wow, nice.
And so I said, well, hey, I got a few more. Well, everybody was holding their hand up wanting one, and we sold 6 of them.
All right.
So that was $1,500 from our class to go into the foundation for the prevention of child abuse.
Way to go,
And
Warren
so-
County.
And so yesterday morning, I was telling my students, I said, you guys don't understand, and I hope you do, but that little $1,500 may could buy a toy that a child can hold. And maybe it will pay for a little bit of counseling or whatever. I said, well, we won't know that. But I said, it gives me cool chill. But I said, but just to know that you guys had a little part in it, And so as we were having the auction, and Kelly has seen the auction, I don't know if you have, Brian, but I like to aggravate and kid around, like if Kelly's mother, she's one of my best bidders, if she,
You're not supposed to say that.
oh, okay. Sorry,
That's
Sharon.
the secret.
But if Sharon's bidding and she quits bidding, I can say, yes, you are, you'll bid again, and she normally will,
Yeah.
And so I was using that tactic, with people that I know up there, and I was aggravating, just to say something funny, I was aggravating people in the crowd because, people want to have fun. And there's 2 ladies that's from Mississippi, and they're twins. They're identical twins, and they're like 72, 3-year-old. Sweetest 2 little old ladies, but they're as active as they can be. Well, they have they donated some items, but then they were bidding on the pocketbook. I had passed the pocketbook around, and they put money in it. So they was up to where it was almost time for them to bid again. And the other person was bidding. I was trying to get them to bid. And I said, now, if you'll bid, the twins will bid. And I said, I know they will. And I said, because I'm going to go down there, and I went like this. I'm going to lick my lips and go down there and kiss them. And I'm going to kiss them both right on the jaw like that. And I said, because they're twins, if I forget which one I done, I'm going to do it again. Well, they said, well, your wife's out here. And Neva stands up and says, they can have him,
Have at it. I could see her.
And so, it made a really, and everybody had a lot of fun. Well, and they ended up giving $4,000 for this pocketbook.
Oh, wow.
So
That's great.
So anyway, when the auction, when my part of selling items is over with, I just asked for everybody if they could tone down and just listen to something I had to say. And I said, I want y'all to listen to something I've got to say. And I said, it's a shame that we have to be here to raise money for the prevention child. It's a shame.
Yep.
But I said, that's the way our world is, and that's what we have to do. And
we have to get together.
We have, in our Exchange Club is making a difference. So, if we've helped one, it's worth all of us being here.
Yep.
And I said, a lot of you people have come here and didn't buy an item today. And I'm going to ask you to, it's a term, it's called bid from the heart. Everybody's got a bid number. You can hold it up. And I said, I'm asking you, would you just make a bid from your heart? And I said, what I'm going to do is I'm not going to auction. I'm going to say, is anybody out here that would hold their bid number up and give me $5,000? And the guy from California goes, wow. And I said, thank you very much. And I said, can somebody, when anybody do 2,500, 2 or 3 hands go up. I got down to $1,200. And I said, anybody would give 1,200, about 50 to 70 hands went in the air. And then when I got down to 500 and 100, I was going, Neva was back there writing as fast as she can. You know, my wife she fought, you know.
That's why Neva gives you up so quickly. You put too much on.
And she's great. but I'm calling numbers out, you know. And when we got done, I thanked the people. And I almost had tears in my eyes.
You did.
And when I walked off the stage, this is my 25th year doing this. And when I walked off the stage, I got a standing ovation, and I've never had that before. Yeah. And it made me very humble.
Yep.
I mean, there's an old saying, I believe I could have walked across a pond of water and never got wet.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Well, when I started 25 years ago, we were making, $25,000 and something like that in my part. Yep. And but there's other things that goes on during the convention, like they had a bingo night, where they raise money. They had some other things. So there's other things that goes on that adds to the final total. Yeah. But as far as the auction part, in the years past, I've had one year where I did about 65,000, one year maybe 75,000. I did hit 90,000 one year. Well, this year, when I was back there helping them check out, because we have people with cash and credit cards, and I help them with that. Well, the lady that's over it, her name is Kathy Mize, and she lives in Florida, a dear friend of mine in Nevis. She come up there to me and she said, "You're not going to believe this." I said, "What?" $103,000.
Wow. That's great.
Now, Neva thinks that we miscounted $3,000, so she thinks it's over $105,000 at least.
Yeah.
But I can safely say my part was $103,000.
Yeah. That's great.
Now, the total for the week or the few days that was going on was about a little over $120,000. So it was a good thing. It was great. People were coming to me up when they dismissed it. People were coming up. I felt like a rock star.
Yeah.
People was coming up, shaking my hand, hugging my neck, high-fiving me. I could have signed autographs, I believe.
Yeah.
And I felt good about what we had done.
I think that's awesome.
And we had some things that did happen. We have a past national president here in McMinnville, which is Ken Roberts. His business is right up here, the security equipment. And his wife, Lita, they were there. Lita fell that morning.
Yes.
And broke her hip. So she's up there currently in Louisville. They did surgery on her yesterday, and she's up there currently. Surgery went fine, and she'll get her a few days, and they'll get come home.
That's great.
We hate that happened, but we're great that she's
taken care of.
Mm-hmm. And but Saturday night, we had a good time. They had the banquet Saturday night. People kind of dress up, kind of like the prom kind of thing, pretty dresses and tuxedos and things. And we had a good convention. They had music afterwards and a little dance and that kind of thing. But it was very, very good. I felt good knowing. I told Neva driving home Sunday, I said, I still go back to my saying, it's a shame that we have to raise money for this.
Yep.
And, this is the National Exchange Club sends it all across the United States. And we have people have children abused, and I could care less of what race they are, but they're getting abused. And I don't know if there'll ever be a time that we can stop it. But I think that we can sure slow it down.
Yep.
And we can sure help.
Well, just the fact that you're speaking with your students about issues like this, bringing a social issue into the classroom, making them aware, because a lot of them may not know that this goes on, and then getting them engaged. And so, what I love about this whole story is that how the lone auctioneer, the one man standing in front of the crowd, thinks, "Oh man, this is looking a little light." God shows up and shows out and uses you to be His hands and feet.
That is,
and mouth.
Well, that is so true. After Saturday night before the banquet, everybody's outside waiting for them to open the doors, and people were coming up, thanking me. And this one man and woman was asking me about where we live, and I said, we live in McMinnville, Tennessee. I said, you would love it. I said, we live very modest, just a little small home, and I've got 5 acres, and it's just a little modest home. And I said, you would think, in the auction business, I don't claim to be the best auctioneer, but I can get things done. And when I got my auctioneer license back in 87 or 88, I can't remember, I told God, I said, I'm not wanting you to make me rich. Just let me make a living. Well, I always think that God gave me a big mouth and He taught me how to use it to help people. And that's it.
What I say.
And I'm not ashamed that I've got a big mouth. I do have a big
Nor
mouth.
am I. That's why me and we're brothers and sisters here.
And I feel confident that, God was on my side Saturday.
100%.
I do. And, you can't take that away from me.
No, you can't.
And I like helping. And that was a good thing. They've already asked me, are you coming next year? Which it'll be in June or July, and it'll be in Omaha, Nebraska. I've never been that far, or out in Omaha. Mm-hmm. And but I have been a lot of places across the United States trying to help. But if anybody would like to learn about the Exchange Club, like I said, we meet first and third Tuesdays at 6:00 at the Robot Center. We have a nice fine dinner. Janice Kinnemer, she caters our dinners. And then we usually have a speaker, and we're usually there an hour and a half tops. I've been in the club now about 27 or 8 years.
Wow.
Mm-hmm. And we do pay a little bit of fees, but it's not a whole lot.
Yeah.
And I think it's a good thing that what we do. And even here in McMinnville, we raise money for parking cars at the fair. $5 to park your car. I may be telling you wrong. I'd have to get with Bill Block. He's our president, or Mary Jane. And but I think that we gave away 2, if not 3, 1,000 scholarships this year at the Warren County at high school.
That's great.
Yeah, and so we put our money back into Warren County. We do. And so we have some good members, that's in our, like I said, Bill Brock. He's our president now and does a fine job. Having Ken as our past national president, keeping him involved, that goes over well. We've got a lot of people. Lester Cal, y'all know Lester, right? He's been in the club 50 years plus, and he's never missed a meeting.
Wow.
That deserves an award.
Yeah, that's lifetime achievement.
That's who you ought to have in here to talk about. But and I know people's lives are faster than they were 20 years ago. But if you want to get involved in something that I think is well worth your time, well worth your effort, and when you go to we go to these conventions, and they have seminars and things but you see other people across the United States.
Yeah, and networking you do.
Well, they become your brothers and sisters.
Mm-hmm.
We had people that from North Carolina 2 years ago that called us and said, hey, we're headed to Nashville. We're taking back countries, and we're going to come stay with y'all. And Eva says, yes, come on.
Yeah.
And they're just friends, but they came and stayed with us. We brought them downtown here. We brought them to Tops, actually. Mm-hmm. We brought them to Tops, and we showed them downtown, and then the next day they left. But I could go anywhere just about in the United States. And if I had problems, I bet I could find an exchange person that would help,
Yeah.
because there's so many of us across the United States. And so if anybody wants to learn about it, they can call me, text me, or, or they can call her, or they can come out to one of our meetings, get a good meal. So there you go. But I appreciate you having me.
Anytime. No,
I love
Randy
you.
Cole,
You know that.
I love you too. And
Well, hey, thank you for what you're doing for the community. And then this gentleman, on top of all the other things that he has going on with what
County Commissioner.
County Commission. That's been very helpful with the stuff that, especially the stuff that you're overseeing, and with our community, with the trustees and things like that. So thank you for how much you love this community.
Oh, I do.
There's no doubt of how precious Warren
Involved
County
he
is.
is,
Oh
yes.
yeah, involved is an understatement.
yeah,
We were walking around Louisville Saturday. We went to watch them make the ball bats. They make them in front of you, and I thought it's pretty cool. And I told Neve, I said, I love coming and visiting places, but I sure love McMinnville.
Yeah.
When you live in a hometown where people take care of people,
Yes.
and just like if somebody is sick, whatever, we all help. If somebody's house burns, we all help. This is a community where I tell this all the time, that where I live at, I don't think I've ever had a ball peen hammer stolen out of my building or nothing.
Right.
I mean, it's just a good community, and people are good here in McMinnville. I'm proud to call it my home.
I love it. Well, on that note, we're going to take another break from our sponsors.
buddy.
And when we get back, we have some more special guests lined up for you as well. But remember, Warren County, keep it first.
My dad had a vision in 1964 to start Ganton Bolden. Now it's Gateway Tire and Service Center. He wanted our customers to have the best products and service at a fair price. That was his motto then, and that still stands today. We promise to be upfront and honest with each and every customer. We'll never try to sell something that our customers doesn't need just to make a buck. If that's what makes us different from our competitors, well, we're just fine with that. Come see us today or give us a call at 931-815-9000.
Come join us at 110 East Main Street for a farm-to-table experience all year long. We offer gluten-free, dairy-free, guilt-free goodness that will leave you feeling energized and satisfied with every bite. Our small batch from-scratch menu bursts with juice, shots, smoothies, soups, wraps, and sandwiches, and more prepared daily to give you all the nutrients your body craves. We never add powder, sugars, or anything you can't pronounce, so don't miss out on this delicious, healthy opportunity. Swing by and indulge in some wholesome goodness today at 110 East Main Street, McMinnville, Tennessee.
Community Network Productions takes you inside each community with local interest stories, local music artists, and information.
With each show, the focus is the people and our beautiful community. With our creative team, we customize unique show ideas with our friends in the community. Our focus is you.
See each of our shows on all social media, including Facebook, Instagram, and at our website at www.communitytvtn.com.
Hey, this is Kevel at the Cafe at Tree City, and I'm happy to say that you can now order all of your favorite espresso drinks online for pickup or curbside delivery. And you can do that by getting on Google, searching the Cafe at Tree City and just clicking online order, or follow our social channels and click on the link in our profile. Come enjoy a drink with us inside for pickup or to go. Hope to see you all soon. Thanks.
Planning an auction? Count on the Get It Done Auction Company. The Donald Hillis Realty and Auction Company. In business since 1991, they specialize in residential and commercial real estate with emphasis on farms and land. They can help you with estate settlements, business liquidations, and farm dispersals, including land, livestock, and equipment. Donald Hillis Realty and Auction Company, representing more and more families in estate auctions each and every day. Call 473-7774 or visit DonaldHillisRealty.com. Firm 2273.
All about serving our Ford and Lincoln family. Enjoy our unbeatable oil change specials. just $34.95 up to 6 quarts for synthetic blends and $119.95 up to 13 quarts for diesels. No appointment necessary. Plus, we offer convenient pickup and delivery services for everything from oil change to rapid repairs. Need battery replacements or wipers? We've got you covered with our mobile service.
This is Jonathan Beavers. I'm the new sales manager here at Reddick Brown Ford on Highway 55. I'm born and raised here my whole life. I'm very supportive and dedicated with over 10 years of automotive experience. Check out our expanding pre-owned inventory on our website or come drive by, and we'd also be happy to appraise your vehicle.
To check out our new service department. We have 2 new advisors, 1 new parts counter staff, and some fresh faces on our pickup and delivery team. We're excited to offer you even better service with our expanded team. Join the Reddick Brown Ford family today. Call or text us at 931-668-2177. Experience transparency and carefree service like never before. Your satisfaction is our priority. We want to be your number 1 local go-to dealership.
Are we on? Mm-hmm. All right, come on, screen. There we go. I see you now. All right.
Make you look pretty. Go ahead.
Hey, good morning, Warren First. And I know what I'm doing. Guys, I apologize. I'm looking at Facebook instead of StreamYard, and this is like a 15-second delay. So apologize for the moment, but we're back. Kelly is on the, well, you can't see her, but there she is. But hey, guys, thank you for coming back for Warren First. Thank you to our sponsors with the commercials and stuff. Kelly's been doing so much work while I've been gone, getting these new commercials going. And today we have from Willow Branch, Miss Asia Cagle and Miss Jessie Cope. And they're going to tell us about the Back to School Bash coming up this Friday. Ladies, thank you for coming on Warren First and being here today. How y'all doing?
Thanks for having us.
All right. So, Asia, Back to School Bash, third one?
Third annual, yes. Going strong.
Tell us about this, because anybody who, because I didn't know until Kelly was telling me about it earlier this morning. What is the Back to School Bash, and why is it Willow Branch?
So we started this 3 years ago. We wanted to do like an end of summer back to school thing for the community. Clearview, our company, does quarterly Clearview Cares events. We give back to the community in different ways. So this has been our summer quarter event that we've done for the last 3 years now. This is our third one. We give out school supplies. We started doing free haircuts.
Wow.
We have the petting zoo, the bounce house. We have set up with the Warren County Fire Department for them to come out and like let the kids explore in the fire truck. EMS is coming to do the same thing with the ambulance. Hopefully they're bringing K9 Beanie. Fingers crossed. We're going to have face painting, tattoos, bracelet making, just fun activities for the kids. We'll have snacks, music, hopefully, Friday. We'll see how that goes. But yeah, it's just a big end of summer event. We give back to the community. It has like tripled in size with the first 2 years. So we have planned even bigger and better this year. So that is our goal this year. We're shooting for roughly 300. We probably had that turnout last year, right, Kelly?
Yeah, and it's in first come, first serve.
Yeah, first come, first serve. We ran out very fast last year. However, like I said, we're planning even bigger and better this year, and that is our goal. Thankfully, we have had a lot of good sponsors and donations this year, and we have all came together. We're putting together supplies this week, actually. My office is a mess.
It's not necessarily geared for this, but whose idea was this? Because what does it feel, other than just the children that benefit from getting back to school supplies, who else does it help?
Oh, it definitely helps us in general. It humbles you a lot to see all the community come out for these events. The residents love to see children, so they'll be out there, a few of them. It is all hands on deck for sure, because it's a lot going on. But the residents love to have kids come in and visit. So it definitely benefits them as well.
And what time does that start on Friday?
4 to 6 p.m.
All right, 4 to 6 p.m.
Yes.
And Miss Jessie, thank you for being here with us this morning, because guys, you're here to witness the new administrator here at Willow Branch. Jessie, tell us about yourself and tell us what your role is now.
Yeah, so I've been in long-term care for about 6 years now. My background is in nursing. I've also been in social services, and then transferred over to administration. So I am the new administrator here at Willow Branch. This is actually just week 2 for me. But I am loving every minute of it. I definitely love what Clearview stands for. And this just goes to show they love the community. They love giving back. And it's just an awesome team there. I've seen people just dip down into their own pockets to buy these school supplies to give back to the community. And it's been amazing.
Well, I love the fact that it's serving 2 needs, not just that we have children here in Warren County that need the school supplies and stuff. And this really helps out parents because, I mean, with the inflation numbers that came out today and for June, rising 2.6%, it's hurting everybody. But you not only serve that need, but you also serve the need of getting children in front of some of our elderly, and not all elderly, but people who can't get out, who have to use the facilities that Willow Branch offers. So getting to see the smiling faces of the residents. Now, do you guys do anything for Halloween or anything like that?
Yes, we do an annual Halloween event too. It's a big trunk or treat that we do. It's not really a trunk or treat. I should have said that different. It's more of like a trail of treats. And we'll set up different vendors will come. They'll set up tables and stuff, and the residents come out. We typically have a couple residents that dress up with us for different things and different tables, and it's a big event that we do as well.
So is there a theme this year for the back to school? I want to know, is anybody dressing up?
Not for the back to school event, but I'm not sure about the Halloween yet. I haven't got that far.
Well, guys,
but we will definitely dress up for it.
Well, we will definitely have you guys back on, especially closer to Halloween. But if there's anything, and is there anything that the audience needs to know about Willow Branch? I know the memory care. How's that going?
It looks amazing, and we're open to tours anytime, but it's a beautiful unit for women in need in our community who have dementia. But it's going amazing, and we're so excited to get more members of our community into this unit. It's beautiful. Well,
I love the sensory things along the walls, and I like how it's not a bathroom, it's a spa. so no, that's really cool that you guys have so much going on over there and are always looking to build on top of everything.
Absolutely.
So let's make sure that and we'll put this, guys, we'll send a link to the page and everything. But hey, it's this Friday. 4 o'clock, Willow Branch. It's off Red Road.
It's off of Pace Street.
Pace Street. So
while supplies last.
So get there early. Bring your young ones, and there are going to be people cutting hair.
Yes.
Lots
of activities for the whole 2 hours. We may not have supplies for the 2 hours, the whole 2 hours, but there'll be lots of other things that they can be doing while we're there. So.
Asia Cagle, Jessie Cope. Thank you, ladies, for being here with us on the Warren First. Hey, guys, we're going to go to a commercial break, but come back with us. We got more news and exciting stuff here. So keep it first. Welcome to our coffee drive-thru located at 601 Beersheba Highway, McMinnville, or give them a call at 474-1776. At our coffee, we pour love into every cup of coffee we serve. Welcome to our coffee drive-thru located at 601 Beersheba Highway, McMinnville.
Don't know what to eat? Have you tried Cumberland Biscuit Company or Tops Frozen Yogurt and Metro Deli? Down on Main, you can enjoy pizzas and sandwiches, weekly combo specials, soups, salads, and finish it up with Tops Frozen treats. On the weekends, check out Cumberland Biscuit Company's unique dishes like the Twisted Goat Burger or the Bambushka Burger. For lunch or dinner, get the experience of going out of town right here in McMinnville, down on Main. Follow Tops and Cumberland Biscuit Company on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram.
When you need help with your medical needs, who are you going to call? At Stacy's Wellness Pharmacy, you're not just a number, you're a part of our community. When you call Stacy's Wellness Pharmacy, you'll get a live person to help answer your medical questions. In a hurry? Try our convenient drive-thru. Not able to get out? We offer free delivery within the city limits. Stacy specializes in Mr. Stewart's over-the-counter and prescription cough syrups. Need to transfer your prescriptions? It's no trouble to transfer to Stacy's, where people care and wellness matters. Stacy's Wellness Pharmacy is located at 485 North Chancery Street, or give them a call at 474-0600.
Craving the best barbecue in the South? Look no further than Prater's Barbecue in Morrison. Whether you're dining in or taking out, we've got something for everyone.
From our mouth-watering brisket, baby back ribs, juicy ribeye steaks, specialty sandwiches, and fried chicken tenders, your taste buds are in for a treat.
Don't forget our weekly specials. Monday, spaghetti or hamburger steak. Tuesday, meatloaf or barbecue chicken pork. Wednesday, pork loin or Salisbury steak. Thursday, smoked chicken halves or country fried steak. Friday, fried catfish or Cajun catfish on rice.
Whether you're feeding hundreds at a company picnic or meeting a friend for lunch, you can count on Prater's to satisfy your taste buds.
Call us at 635-2259 and taste the tradition at Prater's Barbecue. 30 years of excellence.
Hey, this is Kevel at the Cafe at Tree City, and I'm happy to say that you can now order all of your favorite espresso drinks online for pickup or curbside delivery. And you can do that by getting on Google, searching the Cafe at Tree City and just clicking online order, or follow our social channels and click on the link in our profile. Come enjoy a drink with us inside for pickup or to go. Hope to see you all soon. Thanks.
Hey, Randy Jane, the blueberries are here.
Fish.
You're both right.
The blueberries are already here at Randall Walker Farms, located on Manchester Highway.
We have fresh picked blueberries daily.
Come check us out at Randall Walker Farms or give us a call
at 635-9535.
Welcome back to Warren First 931. I'm your host of the show, Kelly Walker Slaughter.
And I'm Brian Carr, and for some reason, I keep leaving StreamYard and going back to Facebook for some reason. Because I'm
You're trying to play catch up.
Yeah, I got to knock the rest off.
So since Brian's been gone so long, Brian, you know the best way to stay connected to the community and to know what's going on locally?
Kelly, what would that be? Because if I'm not watching the podcast, I need something in my hand to be able to keep up what's going on.
If you can't see it or hear it, you want to hold on to it. Well, guess what, Brian? We have this thing called the Local Voice newspaper. It's all local all the time in here. And anytime we get a story from the community, we put it in there. We get so many emails each and every week. Now, of course, it's been a little low because of some stuff happening. And we actually have, I'm going to see if I can get her on. But you can actually be a part of our doorstep delivery service by texting the keyword 931-369-3050 and takes the keyword doorstep, and you can get this delivered at your door for $2 an issue. Oh, nice. We deliver once a week. Or if you want to be a part of our free digital subscribers list, that gets you a digital copy for free.
Kelly, the pictures on this are amazing. I mean, this photo of Gage Sexton here with the 4-H club.
Oh, yeah.
That looks great. And then our good friends, August Lowe's, who won the Battle of the Bands for the Main Street Live a couple
and
weeks
now
ago.
They're doing a Rockin' for a Reason, benefiting the McMinnville Special Games. We also, I'm just going to flip to the back. You know, we talked about spay and neutering, and we've talked about the no killing, but, you know, when dogs get to a point, you know, where they turn, you know, we don't like that. So let's try to get these dogs and help them find forever homes. And so the new 3 features, we got Blue, we have Ton, and we have Bubby, B-U-B-Y, Bubby. And so make sure, well, hello, can't resist a man in a uniform.
I don't know if you guys caught that, but we had some military men
Yeah,
just walk
they
by
think
in
Cumberland
uniform.
Biscuit's open. Yeah, Jackie's like, what you doing publicly? But no, listen. But if you do want this, this is stuff we talk about on the show. This is stuff we talk about on our Facebook or social medias. Also, a big thing in here that I want to share with you guys is we added a page with the school calendars.
Oh, awesome.
Now, in the school calendar page, we have Boyd Christian School, Covenant Academy, as well as the Warren County school system. If you have a calendar out there that I have not seen, please send it to me.
Yes. And guys, you can cut this out. You can put it on your
still
refrigerator because it's very high quality. But we're talking about comebacks and all the things that are going.
Yeah. Don't call it a comeback.
Yeah. Everybody's going back to school. We had a very special person and a story in there about a very special Warren County legend, so to speak, make a comeback to her old stomping ground.
Yes, Miss Jessie. She got to Turner. She got to visit the Warren County community over the weekend, thanks to Mitch Oliver for bringing her and letting her hang out at T-Gens the other day. I saw that on social media, and I was like, dude, y'all got to let us know when she comes. Text me. Let me know. But, yeah, it was just a great time. But if you guys want to stay connected to the community, the first and foremost, the best way to do that is by following us on all our socials, is by being a part of our VIP text club, is a part of the doorstep delivery, following us, liking us. And if you're like, well, Kelly, I'm not getting those notifications, there's these like dots or bubbles or whatever social media you're on. You click on those bubbles or those dashes, and you can actually fix your notifications for certain people. And if you need help with that, I've helped out with 3 people so far.
Oh, wow.
So please let me know. We will try to get you on that. But again, we just try to get as much information as we can. And if you have something going on in your neck of the woods, please let us know by emailing us, by calling us, and then we'll feature you in the newspaper. Like, yesterday I got a call from Randy England that showed up today. And I said, we'll get that in because I think that's something that people need to know.
Well, just the fact that Warren County is, I didn't know he was the auctioneer. I didn't even know that Ken Roberts was the national president.
At one point, yeah.
So learning these things about these awesome people that are making a difference in our community and going back and inspiring other people in our community to follow in their stead. It's wonderful to have this transition, but you got to know, and knowing is half the battle, as they say in G.I. Joe, and you can learn all that you need to know from the local voice.
Mm-hmm. Everything and then some. I actually just sent a invite to my good friend Duke because I want you and him to talk about your travels a little bit because, or whatever y'all want to talk about. Why I ditch you again.
Well, look, Duke, and I love getting to hear him, but more importantly, I love getting to learn from him because he's got so much experience and been doing this for an awful long time. And thank you to all the folks, Stacy Hart and Miss Tina and Miss Retha and all the folks. Good morning, Christy. Yeah. All these wonderful people that are tuning in for the show this morning. I have missed you guys all, but I know that Kelly is in constant command of things. So, I mean, seriously, with all the things that she has going on between navigating between social media, and there's been a few social media stories that have been hot right now. Yeah. But I think a lot of times, and this is one of the things that we want to stand on business here. Mm-hmm. We're going to try not to let emotion sway.
We try to stay in the middle.
Let's get to the heart of the story. There's really 2 or multiple sides to everybody's stories.
Yes.
So making sure that we all get the right information out and the right things that are going on because just case in point, like yesterday, somebody was all talking about, you're talking about national news. And
and then I made the funny comment, kind of like I call it my Jimmy Kimmel moments, where I'm like, I'm sorry, are you just now tuning in? We just talked about an hour of da-da-da-da-da.
Yeah, so we're going to do Warren County first.
First and foremost.
And we're going to maybe circle back or get in some national news because there's always something. Some national numbers came out about the inflation rate.
Oh, yeah.
And that's affecting all of us. It's affecting.
Well,
people
with
here in
that
Warren
said,
County.
if you want to talk about it, I'm going to bring them on. Duke
Hey!
Rice. Unmute yourself.
All
There
right.
you go. Now you're good. Now you're good.
All right. Well,
There you go.
good morning, everybody. How's everybody doing this morning?
I am happy to be back, Duke. How are you today?
Well, I guess you got your traveler's miles in now, Brian, right?
Listen, one of the crazy things that happened is we planned on coming back on Sunday, but there were these severe storms that hit the East Coast, and so delayed our travel. But I heard that even today we're having layover effects because there were so many flights that were canceled yesterday coming out of most East Coast cities, New York, Boston, even down to Washington, D.C. And so we were very fortunate that we chose to drive instead of fly.
Why? Yeah.
We may still be there. So
Yeah, you may be sitting in an airport somewhere. Yeah, for sure.
That's not fun.
Unless you're Tom Hanks.
Yeah, you have to live there every day. You make the most of it.
That's right. That's right.
So, Duke,
anyway, we were talking about, national tied into local, and I'm being a little silly this morning about it, but I saw where the president installed a 35% tariff on Canadian imports. And the first thought that crossed my mind was, how expensive is Crown Royal going to be now?
that maple syrup are my two big favorite Canadian things.
That's right. Maple syrup and Crown Royal. What are we going to do?
We're going to have to learn how to make our own.
That's right. That's right. Oh, my gosh. Well, not to make this conversation all about alcohol, but, we had John Rich on the show years ago when he created his Redneck Riviera whiskey. And he said that the influence of that was to give people an alternative, an American brand compared to Crown Royal. And anyway, maybe John will make a little more money with that Crown Royal being so expensive. Like, whoa, mercy! We'll get this Redneck Riviera stuff. See how that is. So, but anyway, what else is going on, Brian?
Well, I'll tell you from my travels, and what was really cool is the week before we were down in Orlando with the Beta Club, and so we had and the Beta Club sponsors, Miss Rachel and Lucy McGee, Miss Lucy being at the middle school, Miss Rachel being at the high school. They've had nearly almost 2 weeks of being down in Florida. So Wharton County was represented by multiple schools, but they did such a wonderful job with, and we even had one national champion from Morrison, and I'm at a loss for the ladies' names, but they did a variety performance. They did Annie, and it was sisters, and they did such a great job. But the Malloy sisters, one's Gabby, and I apologize, but they wound up winning first place in the variety section of that. And so we had so many Warren Countyans down in Orlando at one time, and then came back for the 4th of July. And I'll tell you, if you got the opportunity to see any of the video footage that we did, Main Street, McMinnville did a wonderful job with the Joe Harvey Band and that performance. And then no one was covering the fireworks, so I turned the camera on so people got to see the fireworks. And we had like 50 people at one time watching the fireworks live via my cruddy phone, shooting fireworks over at the Civic Center. So that was a real fun time. And then we were back off on the road the very next day, heading back to DC, and I got to go to Arlington National Cemetery. And one of the things I learned about Arlington National Cemetery is that when you ascend the hill to the Casey Mansion, if you turn around, you can look back on Washington, D.C., and you've got probably one of the most spectacular views in our country of being able to see, because there's so many monuments you can see in just one panoramic view, from the Lincoln Memorial to the Jefferson Monument to the Washington Monument. to Capitol Hill to your right. It's incredible. So we got to go to the Tomb of the Unknown Soldier. And so we spent the day there and then headed up to Boston and got to go to Plymouth Rock. We stopped off in Providence, Rhode Island, because we wanted to scratch that off our list. I mean, how many times do people go to Providence, Rhode Island?
Right.
And we went to a pizzeria that was on the guy from Barstool Sports, Dave Portnoy. I don't know if you.
Oh yeah.
That's who Dave Portnoy is, but Dave is always he's a talking head, and one of the things, he's an agitator. He likes for people to be mad at him, but he does this one bite, one slice challenge, and we went to one of those pizzerias. And as I was leaving my vehicle, I had an air tag in it, and it said, "Oh, you've lost your wallet here at Brown University." And I was like, "We're here at Brown," and just 2 blocks over was Brown University, one of the Ivy League schools. And we got to tour around there, and then head on up to Plymouth and spent a little time there, and then walked the Freedom Trail, and then went to the USS Constitution, Old Ironsides, one of our first ships, the first ship in our Navy, and it's still seaworthy. It's there. You have to go to the bay, and it's still floating, and take a tour. And then we wound up going to Canada and seeing cousins. We had my sister-in-law has a baby who's turning 1, and so we got to have a birthday party. And then we came back. Sorry, Duke, I'm trying to get it all in, man.
No, yeah. No, but I want to ask you about Canada. What was it tough for you to come into the country, get back into the country? How was that? Because I've been to Canada before. Of course, that was a long, long time ago. We went up there. Of course, Michigan borders Canada, Windsor, and you can either go through the tunnel or the bridge. And, it was nothing going in and out of the country over there. I didn't know if it was a little tougher now with everything going on and, our kind of the relationship that we have with Canada right now, maybe not be the best. And, so how was it?
I tell you, most Canadians don't even care about their politics like most Americans do. They hear like tidbits on the news and stuff, but it's life is general. But I did see something new. This time when we were crossing back into the United States. We didn't have this when we were going over, but the check-through process, immigration process, is real easy. We have, my children have passports and passport cards, and I have a passport card. My wife has a true passport, and the passport cards are really easy to use because there's something in them, like an RFID chip or something, but what you do is you scan them as you're passing through. And man, they automatically have all your information. So when you meet the guard, and this is one of the fun things that the guards always ask me, "Hey, you're from Tennessee?" "Yes, sir." "You got any guns?" "No, sir." "No, do you have any guns in Tennessee?" "Yes, sir." "How many guns do you have?" "A lot." I mean,
yeah.
But they're always asking about guns because for some reason Tennessee, because of our freedoms that we have and everything, they're always asking about how many guns. And what was funny is we just went to Florida, and I carried guns with me to Florida, but I made sure to get rid of them when I came back. But so I didn't take them to Canada. And but that's even crossing at Windsor, I've had them ask about guns, and I make sure I say, "Look, you guys can search the car. It's okay with me. I don't have any guns. I'm not carrying them. I'll carry them to Florida, but I'll carry them to Canada." But on the way back into the country, they had drug dogs go through everybody's stuff. And one of the things that Canada is facing is that the cartels have moved from the southern border up to the northern border, and that's how they're smuggling in fentanyl. And because there's so much wilderness in Mexico coming up into Texas, you got a lot of desert. Up on the northern border, there's so much dense wilderness, and being a Michigan guy, that you can get through that pretty easily. So they're really starting to crank up Border Patrol, especially for drugs, and it's really fentanyl and methamphetamine that these cartels are doing. So they let us in, made sure we didn't have anything to declare, but if you ever get to go and cross what's called the Thousand Islands, it's between Toronto and Montreal. It is beautiful. It's right off the St. Lawrence River, and there are all these homes on the river, and they're little islands, but they're homes. People have ferried stuff in to build these spectacular like lake houses, and then those Yankees are all running around on. I mean, it can be 80 degrees, man, but that's 102 to them. Right down the jet skis. Well, that's funny because they call us Yanks up there.
Really?
Well, especially with Quebecois, the French Canadians, they're separatists. They're all about themselves. And try ordering breakfast at a Tim Hortons where nobody speaks English, everybody speaks French.
Oh wow!
That was a chore, but yeah. So I got the very immigrant feeling of getting to be there, and it was really cool though.
I always like to see how the other side lives. Like that's why I think people should travel.
Well, they're more like you than not. And what was really funny is so we had this birthday party, and my brother-in-law's family came over. They don't speak much English at all, but when they saw me, they said. Papa Noel. And so Papa Noel is Father Christmas. And so these kids just loved all over. They wore Papa Noel out with playing and everything. And so
so you wore that out as well?
Oh my goodness. I was so tired. I was so tired. I have to be in character. So no, but yeah, my French is lacking. That's for sure.
Junior says Toronto is a cool place to visit. He also says, because I know Duke can chime in on this, Tennessee Vols media today, football around the corner. Have y'all talked about football yet?
No, haven't even talked about football.
No.
Well, yeah, SEC Media Day is going on this week, and I know Vanderbilt and I think Ole Miss, Lane Kiffin, of course, he used to be the head coach at the University of Tennessee as well. And I think that they had their day yesterday, and I know that Clark Lee, the head coach of Vanderbilt, feels like Vanderbilt's not getting any respect. They went to a bowl game last year, and they've got the quarterback back, Pavla, I think is his name, and he's a really good player. And Vandy's going to be for real this year as well. They got a lot of guys coming back, and don't underestimate them. I know in the past Vandy's always been the game was like, oh, that's an easy win. But that may not be the case this year. And it'll be exciting to see what happens with Tennessee football. And I'm sure Josh Heupel will have to answer some questions about what's his name, Imalava Ding Dong that left. Yeah, that left and went to UCLA.
Nico. Yeah, I just
Nico. I'm a blah 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 blah.
I call him Nico, but I give applause to the announcers on the radio where they say it so quick. It's like saying super fudge clap. The funny thing about all that is that Mike Keith, who was the voice of the Titans, Bob Kessling, who's always been the voice, he took over for John Ward when John Ward retired. Then Bob Kessling became the voice of the Vols. Now Mike Keith is the new voice of the Vols because Bob retired, and so it'll be neat hearing him call those games after hearing him for so long on Titans radio broadcast calling the Titans games. So and Mike's from there. Mike, back in the day we were Titans radio's affiliate, and Mike would come by from time to time to visit, and especially in McMinnville if he was doing a Rotary next door. He would come in, and he had some great Tennessee stories because he went to school there, but it's going to be a lot of fun to see, and I've heard in the grapevine there's a lot of those Titans Radios guys who are going to be on the Vol broadcast for this year. I know a friend of mine, Phil, who was originally the parabolic mic guy. And now he's kind of the spotter producer person. I know he's going to be part of the Vol producing those games and stuff. So excited for Phil doing that. I've known Phil forever. He's a Tullahoma boy and good guy. I met him a long time ago through a mutual friend at, of all places, back in the days of 103 KDF, Pure Rock. The Rock Dog.
Yes.
Rock Dog.
Pure Rock. And it was a lot of fun getting to be able to go in those studios and and hang out with Phil on most weekends at about maybe 2:00 in the morning, maybe.
Okay, one of those days.
One of those days, yes. Not like 2 a.m. in the studios of a Nashville radio station with a lot of time on your hands, for sure. It was definitely it was a lot of fun.
So when's the game? I saw you pull it up.
So the first Vols game, the opening game for the Vols, Saturday, August 30th. They are taking on Syracuse, and it's going to be down in Atlanta, Georgia. And it's probably part of the Chick-fil-A Kickoff Classic, but we're going to be there at the Mercedes-Benz Stadium, place where they've held Super Bowls, place where they hold the national championship game, and we're going to be taking on Syracuse. So what's really special about this game is the last time that we played Syracuse, if I recall right, was the year that we played them the very first game of the season, wound up kicking a field goal to win the game as time expired, and that was our first win in our 1999 national championship season. So yeah, that's for us old heads, that's going to be memorable. But we're looking for big. So Junior, we're hoping to bring the Thunder, the Orange Crush, and beat the Orange Men of Syracuse. I drove through Syracuse on my way back from here, so maybe that's a good omen.
Maybe you put the voodoo out there, you're going down.
Put the hex on them.
You're going on down. Now, one fun thing about Junior, we always love rattling his cages. You know, I would say, "Go Gators," and then Duke would be like, "Roll Tide." So I can't wait to see how. Now, I'm not big on college sports. You know, we have a ton of fans that watch the show that are. So, you know, weigh in. Who do you think is going to be the top dog this year? Like, what is the highlights you're looking forward to see? What are some of the people you want to see take down? What are the rivalries? What are now we will be bringing the boom. There you go. So I'm just curious what everybody thinks. We do, speaking of sports, I want to do a shout out. Our intern / assistant, Kason Nunley, is going to be taking over our Pioneer Playbook as senior at the high school. And it's going to be on August the 2nd. We're going to be broadcasting live from the Prater's Barbecue. So I won't tell you the time yet because I've totally forgot. Outside, out of mind. That's what happens when I take my drugs. But again, be looking for that. We're going to try to get Coach Lippy and Mr. and Coach King back on because they are the assistant athletic directors together. And then we're going to try to see if we can get Coach Blue on because the first preseason for our Warren County Pioneers is on the 31st of July. And so to talk to Coach Blue about the highs and lows of the game, what to improve, what to expect. And then we're going to be also hoping to get on Mr. Farnham. He is the band director because, again, we always like shining lights where people put darkness on. And so we don't believe in any darkness when it comes to any type of sport, including e-sports.
Yes.
So I have to say it that way. Kason's like, make sure you don't say the other one because that's not what it is. It's e-sports that they actually have started this past year at the Warren County High School, which I think is phenomenal that we have another outlet of a different type of sports other than something with ball. Is that the best way to say it?
I mean, the esports thing, I mean, you talk about, gaming stuff, and that's big on social media, and it's big on YouTube and all that. And so, and there's now money to be made in that, believe it or not. And it's just, it's interesting to be able to put a team together and go out and to these different tournaments and everything. I mean, that is, I love sports, and I love college football season, NFL, and you always see these Madden tournaments going on. You see these other gaming tournaments going on, and so it's it's a lot of fun. And my son plays people online. I don't play people online because I get frustrated because I suck. And so it's like I would rather play a video game. I have a hard time beating the computer. I couldn't imagine some kid who's in his mom's basement and, playing these games all the time and getting crushed and by that and getting frustrated. So anyway, but yeah, that's exciting. And it's exciting, you got a new football coach and everything. And then, of course, Mr. Farnham with the band. I tell you what, that was one of the fun things. I used to do broadcasting the old Sparta football games. And it was always fun going to these different schools and seeing the bands and whatnot perform. And some of the cool things, there was one band that did the Phantom of the Opera at halftime, did a lot of those songs. There was one in Chattanooga where they bring out this kid with a guitar, and he did Van Halen's Eruption as the band went into You Really Got Me, and it was like, oh my gosh, what is going on? I mean, there's so much talent that these bands do and whatnot. It'll be exciting to see what Mr. Farnham's got cooked up with the Warren County Band this year.
Well, if it's half of what we got to hear at the second Saturday with the Roomers, the ROOMERs, is that how she spelled it? We'll get Melody on that because she's going to actually call and chime in with us at the end. But again, guys, I want to say thanks for Duke popping in, saving my voice.
Yeah, anytime.
He's going to pop in throughout the week with us and, talk about what's going on. I love you, bro.
And you never know. I may actually show up somewhere down there this week. Who knows?
I'm not going to say it.
Oh, yeah. Cross our fingers for sure. My fat little nubs.
Stop it.
I've got to get out of the house. I've got to get out of this house,
I know.
man. I mean, come
you
on.
had 2 weeks to come and hang out with me, and you didn't get out. What's the deal, Tara?
Help. I need help. I'm blinking. Help.
You're like, what is it, that movie we always refer to with Kathy Bates?
Oh, Misery.
Misery.
Yeah, Misery. Yeah.
Yes,
Yeah.
Misery. I'm telling you.
Oh, no.
That's right. And my legs don't work like that guy. So there you go. So
Blink once if you're okay. Blink twice if you're not. All right, Duke. I love you, man.
All right. Love you guys. See y'all. Bye.
All right, guys. We are going to take one more break from a word from our sponsors and quickly do a couple of little live reads for you this morning, which is it going to come up? There we go. Shout out to Walker's Minor Roadside.
All right. I haven't said this in a couple of weeks, but 423-615-1937 to get in touch with Mr. Walker's Roadside Assistance. You guys need to remember that number because I thought about it the whole time I was driving.
Did you?
I was like, man, I wish he could come to Florida, or I wish he could come to Canada because I did not want to break down. But no, if you're in the Warren County area and if you have something where your car is just not working right, hey, give them a call at 423-615-1937.
Right.
You'll get in touch with our good friends. And if you mention Kelly,
K-E-L-Y,
you get a $5 discount, and then they do discounts for our armed service and veterans too. So make sure that if you're ever in need, call Walker's Minor Roadside at area codes 423-615-1937.
And then lastly, our good friends with TNZ Junk Removal and more. Again, guys, I'm telling you, if I can put rental and removal, give Zach and them a call at 743-9079. They do junk removal. They do trailer rentals, property cleanouts for commercial and residential. Anything you need, they can do. They have been doing this for over 3 years now. Very well qualified, Zach and Tyler are. And tell them that you heard their ad mentioned here on the show because they're just, again, I always feel like we're a community of one. And we got to work together. We thrive together. So again, check out all those guys and so much more. And we're going to do one more commercial break. And when we come back, we're going to have the lovely and talented Melody Krim come on by phone and talk all things going on in the community and then some.
Woo!
But remember, Warren County, keep it first.
Tri-County Bank has been serving the people of this region for 53 years, and we are fully committed to the people and the communities that place their trust in us. McMinnville in Warren County is just one of the 9 counties that we serve. With 4 convenient branch locations, along with 7 ATM and ITM locations, you can be assured that Citizens Tri-County Bank is close by. Committed to you and committed to the communities we serve. It truly is what makes Citizens Tri-County Bank the only community bank you will ever need. Equal housing lender, member FDIC.
This is David Moore with Supreme Building Products. We've been your one-stop shopping center for lumber and building supplies since 1963. We're a family-owned business and operated and proudly served Warren counties for over 50 years. At Supreme, it's not just about great prices, but it's about exceptional service. Our customers are what's always supreme. From lumber to roofing to plumbing and paint, we have everything you need to build your dream home from the ground up. Whether you're a contractor, a homeowner, or a weekend warrior, our knowledgeable staff is ready to assist you at our state-of-the-art drive-through lumberyard. Visit us, please, at the corner of Highway 70 and North Spring Street. There's something for everyone at Supreme Building Products, where quality and customers come first, and the coffee's always free. And always be sure to shop local. Call us, please, at 473-9564.
Where we say the customer's always supreme. Supreme Building Products. Your one-stop shop for all your building needs. From the showroom to the lumberyard, a builder's dream. Professional sales and a great location with your guaranteed satisfaction. Where we say the customer's always supreme. Supreme Building Products. Supreme Building Products.
Rise and shine, McMinnville. Treat yourself to delicious frozen and soft drinks at Sonic, perfect for those hot summer days. Whether it's lunch or dinner, let Sonic be your go-to stop to cool off and refuel during the summer rush. And don't miss our special drink offer available until 10 a.m. Start your day the right way. With so many flavors to choose from and the best sun drop in town, why go anywhere else? Drive into summer with Sonic in McMinnville.
Spring is here, and so are your yard care needs. Visit McMinnville Lawn and Garden at 129 Keel Drive, where we've been serving our community since 1995. With a rock-solid reputation for excellent service, our dedicated team is here to help you find the best lawnmowers, leaf blowers, chainsaws, weed eaters, and more. We proudly carry top brands like Echo, Stihl, Shindala, Gravely, Cub Cadet, and Skag. Take advantage of our early spring service, free pickup, and a discount on service. Plus, from chainsaws to gardening tools, we've got you covered for storm season. Trust the experts at McMinnville Lawn and Garden, where quality and customer satisfaction come first. Call us today at 815-5296.
This summer, give your ride the shine it deserves with 5150 Mobile Detail LLC. From cars and trucks to SUVs, RVs, and even semis, we bring our top-notch detailing and pressure washing services right to your home or business for your convenience. Want to learn more? Scan the QR code today, and don't forget to follow us on Facebook and Instagram for awesome updates and specials. Ready to get started? Give us a call at 743-1130 for a quote. 5150 Mobile Detail, where your vehicle shines and convenience is key.
Hey, this is Kevel at the Cafe at Tree City, and I'm happy to say that you can now order all of your favorite espresso drinks online for pickup or curbside delivery. And you can do that by getting on Google, searching the Cafe at Tree City and just clicking online order, or follow our social channels and click on the link in our profile. Come enjoy a drink with us inside for pickup or to go. Hope to see you all soon. Thanks.
On now.
Welcome back, Warren First 931. I'm your host for the show, Kelly Walker Slaughter, alongside our neighborhood friend.
I'm your neighbor from up the road, Mr. Brian Carr. You can call me the beard or dude or whatever.
The dude.
The dude.
I like it.
He abides.
Yeah. Where's your bathrobe? You know,
that's really what I need.
Yeah.
Christmas. Halloween.
But I got Melody Krim on the phone. Good morning, Melody.
Hi, guys.
So
Get in today. Still trying to recover from theater camp.
Oh yeah.
Hopefully we'll go up to snuff soon.
Good luck. That wears you out. That's that's 1 week of fun, but it'll tear you.
It's so much chaos, and it is so much fun. I did not get any weird conversations with the kids this year, so I was kind of bummed about that.
Okay. So you're safe. You're safe.
I had one of the kids come up to me and go, Miss Melanie, how do I put on overalls? And I looked at him, I said, 1 leg at a time. And I got this weird look back.
Oh my gosh.
That wasn't the right answer.
Oh no.
Miss Melanie, this smells bad. I'm like, then quit sniffing it, which apparently also wasn't the answer.
Oh my gosh.
So maybe they just learned that this year that they should not ask me questions.
Yeah, just leave it be, right? Just leave it be.
I know.
But no, the reason also I had Melody on here is because between the three of us, we know everything that is pretty much almost going down in the Warren County community. And starting off with the Warren County community stuff going on today, and this is open to the public, there's a building and grounds committee meeting at 4 p.m. at the administrative building. The Industrial Development Board meeting of Warren County is at 4:30, which will be held at the Chamber of Commerce Community Room. And then at 5 p.m. is the Budget and Finance. That's also a joint meeting with the Financial Management Group. That's going to be at the administrative building. As of right now, I will be at the Building and Grounds at 4, followed by at 5 with the Budget and Finance meeting. Now, I'm trying to see if we can get somebody to go to the industrial one right now.
And that's the one here at the
over here.
I think I can cover that.
Okay.
Today.
But as far as the live feeds, what we're going to be doing, we're going to be going live with Building and Codes, followed by the Budget and Finance. And then if Brian makes it and it's all good and nothing conflicts, he's going to record as much as he can on his phone vis-a-vis video and post it later.
Okay.
Is how we're going to do that. So we all have video of each meeting, what was talked about, and things like that. That is going on today. Followed by this Friday, that's going on for July 18th, which I'm so excited about this. It's Saved by the Music 90s Tribute Band, Main Street Live. I want to say kudos once again. We had Jennifer on the show. Main Street McMinnville did a phenomenal job this year, by far, picking out bands. I have been over to the moon and back with each selected group.
Yes. And I will tell you, I've not been making it to Main Street Live this year. It's just been kind of an off year for me.
Yeah.
But I will probably be there for this one because when I was on the board of Main Street, this is one of the, like a 90s tribute band.
Yeah.
It was one I have been fighting for, pushing for a couple of years.
Yeah.
And I'm so excited that they are actually doing it and that it's happening. And I can't wait. So I will probably be there for that one. It's a genre of music that doesn't typically get covered, and I think that there is a large audience for it. I really do.
Me, on my Sirius XM radio, I go 90s on 9. That is that is my jam. It is a mix of country, rap, rock, pop. It is like my absolute favorite. Like the other day, I was listening to Shania Twain, Any Man of Mine, going into rolling down the street, sipping gin juice. It was all in, and it's like, this is my jam. And but again, I also want to reiterate, if you can't be at Main Street Live, like live, you can actually watch it on Main Street McMinnville's Facebook page.
Yes, which is so nice because some people can't get out there. They're homebound. They've got mobility issues.
Yes.
I mean, there's a whole slew of things. I think it's just wonderful that they do that for those people as well.
And then, Saved by the Bell. I know.
I'm sorry.
Zach Morris is my dream man.
Saved by the Music. How could you not talk about Zach Morris?
I know. Kelly Kapowski and Zach, yes.
Sorry, guys.
It's a great show. But as an adult, you look back and you're like, what was the point of that? Like when Jesse got addicted to caffeine. And
yeah.
And I was like,
I need my pills. Give me my Just one more. Just one more.
If you lived through the 90s, I mean, she was serious about, and who would have known like 10 years or 15 years later that the kids would be taking drugs.
Correct.
Whatever the.
They have a new Saved by the Bell, but it didn't last. It was like the Saved by the Bell we grew up on as kids. And
well, I mean, a lot of those shows don't work out. I mean, you know, when you're sitting there trying to bring back a piece of nostalgia, it doesn't.
At the end of the day, what most people do wrong is they veer off and try something different and don't do the same formula that they did within the show to begin with. And that's what 100%. People want. And I'm sorry. I know that there's things change, generations change, the woke community, the things like that nature. Yeah. But at the end of the day, if you put 2 to 3 things of what it used to be to 1 or 2 things like how it is now, that formula works. It just does. Sorry, not sorry. But with that said, hope you all guys can make it that night as well. I'm looking forward to it on top of everything else we're doing, but also to going on Saturday. Oh my God! Starting off with talk about it. The cleanup.
Okay, so Saturday morning, our Minville Rotary Club.
Yes.
And they host this it's generally every 3rd Saturday of the month of July. Mm-hmm. They host a river cleanup, guys. If you haven't been other places in the world, McMinnville is one of the most beautiful spots. And our Cumberland, our river system that flows into Rock Island, which begins the Caney Fork River. But I mean, you've got the Barron Fork. Mm-hmm. You've got the Collins River. You've also got other rivers that from White County, like the Calf Killer, that tie into these.
Oh yeah.
But we have a beautiful, spectacular river system, and several businesses have been able to thrive because of this. And you look at Smooth Rapids. So we're very fortunate to have that, but somebody's got to clean it up. Somebody's got to pick up after the Tennessee trash that leaves stuff in the river. So every year our Blessed Rotary Club hosts this. So they're going to
phenomenal job.
And we're going to have Mr. Neil Cox come on this week and talk about how you can join a group, because what they do is they break up into groups and take segments of the river. And I think we have over 50 miles of river when it comes to it. Neil will know these statistics, but just the fact that we got people getting out there and actively cleaning this thing up as a group collective is a wonderful thing.
I agree, because go ahead, Melody.
Oh, sorry. Speaking of Smooth Rapids, and this is one we did not talk about as soon as you said Smooth Rapids, it clicked. Reggae at Smooth Rapids is this weekend. It is back. It is July 18th through July 20th. It starts at noon and ends at noon. So that is happening. That's always a good time. Very laid back. Camping, live music, vendors, food, dancing, swimming, kayak, and all the good vibes. So definitely, if you're, you don't have to camp. Pick a day, go rock out and go home,
Exactly. And then, of course, also going on that day after the river cleanup is if you are a farmer or you got, you like to put on some of your boots, make sure you head on the way out to Viola, because the Viola Valley truck and tractor pull will be going on this weekend. It all starts at 7 p.m. So go out there, enjoy. I was trying to get a flyer. I do apologize, but make sure you go out there this weekend and support that, because the funds that do get raised there go towards the help things that go on in the Viola community. And Sam McCulloch and all them out there, and Trent, they do a great job. And if you missed the fireworks show, you don't want to miss the tractor pull, because they always have a great time with their homecomings and the rumbles in the valleys. And there's a reason it's called Rumble in the Valley. It gets like
it's not just small town. They do the best parties.
They do. I'm telling you, because they come together, whether it's, and again, they got the Viola Pizza Company out there. If you haven't tried the Viola Pizza, I mean, guys.
I have.
Guys.
I'm sorry, but it's the best pizza we've got in town. Pagano comes in as a very close second. But
Yes.
Viola, oh my gosh.
I say the best homemade pizzas. Yes. Everything in that place is homemade or and locally bought. Yes. Yes.
I mean, it's the Culverts. I think his mom was working there, and all the kids work there.
Yeah.
And I think that just helps the environment, because it really does feel like you're going to eat with your family.
It really does. And so that's going on, followed by Melody wrapping it up if you want to go at night.
Yes. So that night, if you don't want to get out or you're done with the Viola Valley, Easton and Friends is playing at the Park Theater. This is the last show in their local connection series. This is Easton Adcock, and then it's got, is it Josh? It's Josh Wanamaker. There's a couple of other local bands or local musicians that are playing. And it's going to be a great time. It's going to be great music. I'm really looking forward to it. That's one that I'm definitely coming out of my hibernation to go see.
Yeah.
It's going to be a good one.
It is. And then continuing on the next week's, what's coming up after that? You guys know? I know we got August dates.
Sunday, we had talked about this. We touched on this briefly a couple of weeks ago. But just as a reminder, Helen's on the Green at noon. Sam Sampson will be singing. And if you guys don't know who Sam is, I encourage you to look him up. He's on Spotify. He's on YouTube. He is an amazing, amazing gospel singer. And he will be performing at Helen's on the Green this Sunday. So after church, go over there, get you some good eats, listen to some great music. I just cannot say enough about him. He's fantastic.
Yes, I agree 100%. And then as we're getting closer, don't forget, all the stuff we're not mentioning is the back to school bashes that are coming up. You can catch that in our local voice. There is so many. And so, of course, this Friday we talked about with Aisha and them, they came in. Yeah, this is just what I was turned in and I found. Okay. So yeah, Brian's back and he's already overwhelmed, guys. But,
so much.
Don't forget, there's a back to school bash at Willow Branch this Friday. Don't forget that next week on the 21st is the seniors, juniors, and sophomores registration and scheduling day. If you want to go and get that it all starts at 8 a.m. in the morning for seniors, 10 a.m. for juniors, and 1 p.m. for sophomores. The freshmen meet the following Monday after that on the 28th. And that's going to be from 5 to 7 p.m. And again, you can catch all this in the paper. The Westwood Church of Christ is doing a free school store on the 26th. The Rock the Block, hosted by Beauty and the Beard Salon and Looking Sharp Music, is on July the 26th. Open house for the middle school is on July the 29th. Bobby Ray Elementary, and also
I would strongly encourage everybody to go to the middle school open house, because even if your kid is in 7th or 8th grade, everything is different this year. Everything. So I really strongly encourage everybody to go to the open house. Make sure your kid knows where they're going, because after they did away with the teams, everybody got moved around and switched around. And it was all different.
I think it's going to be a little more. It's easier to use this year because they're going to have the grades in certain places.
Oh, absolutely.
So you're not going to have like one 6th grade team on this side and another 6th grade team on another side. It's going to be all the 6th graders are going to be on one side. The 7th graders are going to be in one place. The 8th graders are going to be in another place. And so it should be less confusing in the grand scheme of things.
It should be less confusing, but also they're not going to know where things are, so they just need to go and just. That's what I'm just saying. It's just so you know everything has been moved around.
Yeah, hold on, Melody.
Know what it is.
Okay.
Oh, well, the lights are still on. So
my plug fell out. I was like, what? Also, West Elementary and Bobby Ray, they're both having their open houses starting at 4:00. On the 31st of July, the Hickory Creek is having their back to school bash. Thank you. And that starts at 5:00, as well as on Thursday, July 31st, Dibble Elementary will be hosting. And I want to let everybody know also too that there's going to be a parent academy hosted by Steered Straight and Freedom Life Church.
Yes.
It's going to be on August the 2nd, which is a Saturday. You can get all the details in the newspaper, followed by the Campus Life group. They're doing a back to worship service night at the lot here in the square. You can't miss it. And that's on August the 3rd at 7 p.m. So, and there's so much more. I mean, we talked yesterday. Also happening on August the 2nd is the Caring Hearts United big event. Melody, you want to talk a little bit briefly about that one?
Honestly, I don't know. I'm sorry. I don't know.
Okay. I know that they're going to be doing 60s, 70s, and 80s music.
It's like a variety show. This is not like Hee Haw. They decided to go in a whole different direction.
They did.
So I think it's just people.
A variety of memories is what they're calling it, Melody. A variety of memories.
Okay. But it should be good, and it's a worthy cause. So please go out and support them. Hey, Kelly, you did skip over. I'm going to step back.
Okay.
That's on August 2nd. But the weekend before, the July 25th, 26th, and 27th is Chicago at the Park Theater.
That's right. Sorry.
They have put in a lot of work on this, and it should be really, really good. So make sure you go out and support this, support the show, and support the Park Theater group.
I agree. I'm so sorry. I forgot about that.
No, it's okay. One other thing I wanted to say about that week, the 21st to the 25th, our band kids from the high school, our marching band kids, have band camp that week. This is from 8 a.m. till 8 p.m. They are out there in the heat. There is some inside, but they're mostly out there in the heat, working, practicing, getting ready for football season. So please keep them in your prayers. That is a very intense, a lot of fun, but also very intense week. And I mean, that July heat, this July heat is no joke. I think everybody knows that.
There you go.
Just please keep our kiddos in the prayers. I know they would appreciate it.
I agree.
And to piggyback on the Chicago, if you can go to the, and this is the Park Theater website, you can find tickets for the Easton and Friends. Also, you can find the different, and it looks like Friday 7, Saturday June 26th at 2, Saturday night at 7, and then Sunday matinee at 2 for the actual tickets for Chicago. And they've also got a variety of memories presented by Caring Hearts tickets for the 7 o'clock show. And then after that, they got Black Hawk.
Wait, sorry, that is not for sale on the Park Theater. You have to contact a member to get those tickets.
Okay.
Yeah, that's why it says learn more.
Okay, excellent. And then they've got Joe's got a bunch of other stuff coming up. We'll talk more about that as we get closer to the. But yeah, if you go to our very own Park Theater website, or if you're looking for the Caring Hearts tickets, get in touch with Melody, or you can go on Facebook and.
Yeah, she's not as involved.
She'll send you to the right person.
Get in touch with like Diane Sneed, Loretta. I can't think of her last name right now.
Or Alma Shoemaker.
Yeah.
The flyer, if you go to Caring Hearts website, the flyer is there, or the Facebook page, Caring Hearts United Facebook page. The flyer is there with those numbers on there, and you can contact them, and they can meet you and get you a ticket. Or I'm pretty sure you can buy them at the door the night of.
Gotcha. But again, so many things happening. Don't forget to be listening on Thursday's show, as we have some more special in-studio guests coming with us and hanging out with us on Thursday and on Friday. I can't say enough how exciting this week is going to be. Brian's back, and we're full in it. So, Melody, right in time. Melody, thank you so much for chiming in this morning. I appreciate you, sister.
Sorry, one more thing. 2 more things. We forgot. I'm sorry. See, there's too much going on. Also, this Saturday, the 19th, the Warren County Genealogical Society meets in the early voting room at the admin building. They meet at 2 o'clock. This Saturday is their show and tell meeting, which means that they encourage people who have an interesting piece of Warren County history to come and share it and tell the story about it.
I love that.
Yes, and also, just so everybody knows, Kimmy's Tea Room is closed today, so if you were planning on going there for lunch, that's not going to work out. But we have lots of great restaurants, so
check
plan
them
for a
out.
different day and check somebody else out. So,
all right. Yeah. Well, with that said, guys, it is time for us to go. Don't forget.
Hey, Matt,
I
did
think
you have something that you want to wait on that information? Okay.
He's waiting on us to be done.
Okay, well, listen.
He wants to talk with us after the show.
Well, okay, so we've had our good friend Matt Campbell, so we've got some news coming up from him in the future. We'll save that. But golly, Kelly, it's great to be back There's so much going on here in Warren County. Thank you, all you folks that watch this. If you're watching it now or if you're going to watch it later, we really appreciate it. Make sure to like, subscribe, comment, share. And we got stuff going on this afternoon between Kelly and I bouncing into these committee meetings and everything.
Yes.
So we'll try to get you the best information that we can.
When I'm thinking about too, when is the big thing with the with what Stacey Hartsover?
Okay, so
the meet and greet. We need to talk about that.
Okay, so if you're planning on running in next August, not this August, but next August election, August 9th at the detention, they're going to be hosting a candidate fair, and it's sponsored by the Women's Republican Party. So, and I'll get you an exact time.
And yours truly is doing the Q&A.
And listen, if you want to run, if you want to, this would be a great opportunity for you to come out and see who else is running. If you're going to show up, I mean, I'm expecting people to wear like T-shirts of who their people they're supporting. This is going to be really big, and this is a great chance that if you're already in office and you want to stay in office, you can size up the competition. But it's a good chance for you to get your message out
across.
So let folks know what you're about. So that's happening August 2nd. We've also we've got the Republican Party meeting this Thursday, and they're going to announce about the Reagan Day dinner that's going to happen September 26th. We've got some big names coming for that, and so that's going on. There's so many things going on political wise because everybody's starting to prep. We've got a governor's race next year, and so so we've got that going on.
Opinion, not Warren first. Sorry.
but
thank you, Russell, for sending it.
And we're going to try to talk more tomorrow about Janice Bowling. She had her town hall meeting. And guys, I was not able to get back in time for that.
I was delivering newspapers.
There were gale force winds that I was having to fight trying to get back to Warren County. But we'll talk about that. And she'll have a town hall meeting next month, and I should be able to attend that one and post that one online. There's all kinds of.
We're good about coming to McMinnville and talking to our people, and I love that about her because when you elect somebody to represent you as a people, you want to have access to them and hear updates and know what's going on.
She does.
Yes, she does.
She's very well centered. I know she is a Republican, but she is so well centered. And when you talk to her, anybody can talk. She's amazing.
Well, she makes sense. And one of the things that she brought out at the last meeting is we are in need of a conference center. We're the nursery capital of the world, but we can't host any big nursery events because we don't have a place to put everybody. And the Park Theater, this is one thing that I have a challenge with whenever we have things that are going on. Say we have all these schools come in for the Santa show. Well, we want to feed these kids and have a place where they can eat their lunch, but there's no place to do it that will accommodate that many people.
It's a lot of kids.
So,
it would be nice if we could get someplace big enough to hold graduation inside so we wouldn't have to depend on the weather.
Well, that would be nice. And that's another thing, but that's one of the things she's trying to do to help Warren County be more appealing to events that are going on. So that's one thing that she's got in the works. So she's helping with. But we are grateful, and thank y'all for bringing that up about how accommodating and how available she is for these.
Some of our elected officials are not. There are some people that we vote for every election that I've never met, laid eyes on.
No, I know, and I want to say kudos to the people that are representatives of those folks. But you got to remind them that can you just come once every 3 months or something once a year?
And listen. Anybody who knows any of these people, tell them they're open. We're open for them to come on here.
Yeah.
It was wonderful to have Randy England, one of our county commissioners, and he's a friend of the show. He comes on. I'll tell you, having Terry Bell come on,
he's also a friend of the show.
And then with elections, with people putting their hats in the ring, so to speak. If you want to go, if that's what you're doing, come on our show. Let folks know what your message is.
So with that said, it's so great. This is a great segue, and we're going to end the show on this. Starting hopefully in the next couple of weeks, we're probably going to start it in August. Honestly, we're going to call it Super Tuesdays, where we're going to have candidates that are going to be running in this upcoming election, and we're going to ask them the same exact questions, as well as do a feature in the newspaper so you can get to know your candidates the best way possible. So if you have any questions, any concerns about certain candidates or certain things coming up in the election that you want to be aware of, please email me. Please let us know. Call us, text us. Tell one of my people. Tell Melody. Tell Brian. Tell myself. Heck, tell Matt. He's also a friend of the show. To let us know what kind of types of questions you want us to ask these elected officials or people that are interested in becoming a part of our elected official groups. But again, we're calling it Super Tuesdays. It's going to be on every Tuesday of the month leading up until the vote, because we had Susie Davenport come in to explain all things election. We're going to have her come back again. And then, I love her too. She does a phenomenal job. But we're going to start. Yeah, go ahead.
Well educated on everything, and she's involved in so many different things.
She is. So with that said, if you want to stay informed, stay connected, and keep the transparency coming, this is the show.
Well, guys, I've been enlightened. When I go to these Republican Party meetings, which I'm involved with, we're seeing more and more people, and that's good, because that means more and more citizens are getting involved in what's going on. Speaking of which, we got Mr. Ray McKay from the Election Commission coming in. He's going to be speaking about something that people need to know with what's going on in Warren County and how they're regulating the votes and what we want to do for future votes here on out. I know caucus is always a big thing.
A dirty word.
Well, I mean, here's the deal. People have to understand why they even have caucus, is because when you've got people jumping from one party into another voting for weaker candidates, that kind of cuts that out. And unfortunately, that's been happening in Warren County.
It's nothing uncommon.
And what's interesting is you can get people, especially for primary elections, you can get the voting records and see what's going on with folks. I don't know why I just did that.
I know. I was like,
but anyhow,
that's telling you it's time to hush.
Downplay his role in the Republican Party. Like, you're not like the second in command over there, sir.
Well, I listen, it's a party of the people. Yeah. I mean, so whatever the people, I am conservative by nature. I'll let people know that, but I'm liberal too about things. And I tell you, it was good to see some of the my Democratic friends on the other side coming out to events and stuff like it, because it takes everybody. Everybody needs to have some input in there. I have to say this one. Yeah. Okay. So the ice machine, it lets out it sounds like it's passing gas.
Yes, it's not. It scares you too.
We got Vacation Bible Schools going on at Christ Community Church at 5:00. If you want to send your kid there, I had to get that in. I just got a text message too. So yeah, make sure that you stick with us here at Warren First, because we got everything going on.
We have everything going on. I'm fixing to get my website guy to make a church page, school page, and we're just going to slap everything on there so you can stay informed and connected. But
so many great events. Our Vacation Bible Schools next week. So yeah.
There you go. See?
Oh, that's right. They're gonna
see so many things to talk about. We can't remember half of them.
Oh man.
And that's like still a lot. But guys, take care. God bless. Enjoy the rest of your day. And remember, Warren County,
keep it first.